it's not caching or anything, so it seems like it should be working just fine. But it does look like it's buffering on my end over here. I'm just texting Jim. It is very frustrating, guys, the amount of... Well, Jim says he's watching it. Nope, started to cache. So I'll be back, guys. I'm going to do the normal thing. I'm going to go out, cut out for a few minutes, and then I'll... Okay. We're back, guys. We're back on YouTube and Facebook. This is the last round of tests, and then I'm going to be done for today. We're back on YouTube and Facebook at the lowest, back to the lowest setting, because I couldn't do the higher setting. So if you're back, if you're watching this, if you could switch back and forth between YouTube and Facebook, sort of let me know how it looks. But we're back over to the lower setting, and the sound is low. Somebody said, "Oh, because my mic is sort of moved out of my mouth, or out of the direction of my mouth." Okay. We're back. I'm texting with Jim. Actually, I don't know why I'm texting Jim. He can just text me, and then I can just tell him on the stream. So that last round of tests was Facebook only at medium setting, and it started to cache. Picture is good, says Vicky. Sound is low. I don't know what to do about the sound, Vicky. This is how I usually have it on Sunday morning. So it should be working. The last test was Facebook only at medium setting. Still didn't work, which... in some ways is frustrating, in some ways is a little bit relieving, because it kind of indicates it's not just YouTube, which we were kind of worried about, that it was just YouTube and they were sort of messing with us for whatever reason. But the fact that I tried Facebook only at medium setting and it still didn't work implies to me that it's maybe our equipment, although the low setting is working fine. I believe this is what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to multi-stream Facebook and YouTube on the lowest setting, which it's fine. It's not like a Hollywood movie. It doesn't need to be super crisp. You don't need to be able to see all my pores. And so I think this is what we're going to try tomorrow. It seems to be working again. Everything's looking good. Everything's working great. It is a little, the quality setting weirdness is a little weird. And again, you know, it can work today and then not work tomorrow. You know how it is. But it seems to be working right now. Everything looks clear. Everything looks great. Everything looks good. I'm just going to reply to Jim on that so that YouTube and Facebook think I'm being responsive. Everything is going well, I believe. YouTube's not buffering at all. Facebook's not buffering at all. Yeah, I believe this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do my thing where I throw up my finger and see what the delay is. See what the delay is here. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Thanks, Karen, for telling me about that. I think this is gonna work, guys. there is a little bit, it's interesting, there's a little bit of a delay between, their Facebook and YouTube are not, they're not totally in sync, but they are both working. So I believe that this is what we're going to do tomorrow. Everything looks great. Everything's running smooth. Yeah, Karen, there is a little bit of there's a delay on both of them. So Facebook and YouTube, they're always going to be delayed. They're never going to be totally in sync because the signal comes from us and then goes to a third-party server and then goes to Facebook and YouTube. And doing all of that takes, it's not instantaneous. I know we're sort of used to instantaneous stuff on the internet, but it's not all instantaneous. So there is a little bit of delay between YouTube and Facebook. There's always going to be, and that just is what it is. You know, there's nothing about it we can do about that. Jim's having me run a couple speed tests here to see how we're doing. Let's see here. But I really want to be able to stream, especially for people who are shut in. I know there's people in other places that use our live stream for different things. Either they watch on Sunday or they watch later. So I want this to work for people. I really want this to work for people. So Jim, it is 4 megabits on the Google speed test and 40 megabits on the Ookla speed test. So it's same behavior as always. The Google speed test has dropped way down, and the other speed test is still pretty high, which, you know, we've been going for 7 minutes though, and everything's working great. So I think, famous last words, I hope this is gonna work tomorrow. I think I'm gonna now, YouTube has now started. YouTube now just gave me the error that it's not receiving enough to do the smooth streaming. Why are you doing that, YouTube? Why would you do that to me at this point? Although it's not buffering. It could just do that because the bitrate dropped down temporarily when I did the speed test. Because I don't think it started caching or buffering or anything. As I look at all my screens, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 screens going. It just never ends. It never ends, guys. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're going to be done now. We've been going for a half hour. Tested a variety of settings. I think I've over the course of this video, I think I've honed in on the appropriate settings. Jim wants me to try the Facebook speed test. All right, Jim, I'll test it for you. Although testing the upload speed while you're streaming is a little bit not disingenuous, but not indicative. Yeah, we're only at 3 up to Facebook right now. We're only at 3 up to Facebook, which makes no sense. Nothing makes sense to me, Jim. Nothing at all. All right. I think I'm going to shut us down. Everything's working great. Everything's still going well. Everything seems to be going strong. Again, famous last words. I believe this is going to work tomorrow. I believe it in my heart of hearts. I don't know it for a fact, but I believe it. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. We've been going not 10 minutes without caching, which in typical Sunday morning fashion the last few weeks, we couldn't go 10 minutes. We just couldn't go 10 minutes. So we're going, seems like we're going strong. I believe I'm going to shut her down now, guys. Thanks for joining me.